clouds covered the city of Mecca as the Holy Prophet entered his home. His body was filled with cuts and bruises, and blood was dripping from his forehead onto his beard. The Prophet went out into the backyard and used a clay jug of water to wash the blood and dirt from his face. As soon as Imam Ali heard the Prophet enter the home, he excitedly ran outside to greet him. But his happiness soon turned into sadness when he saw the Prophet's wounds. Imam Ali quickly ran inside and brought a towel for him to dry his face. As the Prophet was wiping his face, he reassuringly smiled at Imam Ali. Still, Imam Ali looked at him and sighed out of sadness. He knew exactly what had happened. The polytheists of Mecca had hurt and bothered his beloved Prophet once again. The idol worshippers had told their children to bother the Prophet as much as they could. So, every time Prophet Muhammad would walk outside, the children would throw stones and make fun of him. Ever since the Prophet's uncle, Abu Talib, had died, no one had been able to protect the Prophet. You see, Abu Talib was a respected elder in Mecca. So, while he was alive, nobody dared to bother the Prophet. Imam Ali wished that he could be just like his father, Abu Talib, so that he could also protect the Prophet. Seeing the Prophet in so much pain made his heart ache. As he glanced at the Prophet's face, he could see the sadness in his eyes. He respectfully said, "O Rasulullah, please take me with you the next time you decide to leave the house." The Prophet smiled and lovingly placed his hands on Imam Ali's shoulders. He nodded in agreement and said, "Okay, my beloved." He was very proud of Imam Ali. Even though he was just a young boy, he was as brave as a warrior. As nighttime fell, Imam Ali lay in his bed, but he could not sleep. He kept remembering the pain and sadness he had seen earlier in the Prophet's eyes. How could the polytheists torture his beloved Prophet? Everyone knew how kind and trustworthy the Prophet was. In that very moment, he prayed to Allah to give him the strength to protect the Prophet and never let anyone bother him ever again. Only after trusting in Allah and making this promise was he able to fall asleep peacefully. The next day, as the Holy Prophet got ready to go out for the day, Imam Ali was already ready to go. The Prophet lovingly gazed at Imam Ali and felt a sense of strength. This young boy was only 10 years old, but he looked much stronger and bigger than his age. As the Prophet left his home, Imam Ali walked right behind him. It did not take long before they started walking that they came across a group of kids playing on the streets. One of the boys saw the Prophet and teased, "Oh, look, it's Muhammad!" Then all the other kids chimed in, "Crazy, crazy, crazy, crazy." The Prophet kept walking, but as he got closer to the children, they began yelling louder and picking up stones. One child held a stone in his hand and moved his hand back, ready to throw the stone. But as soon as he was going to throw it, he felt something twisting his hand back, and the stone fell out of his hands. Shocked, the boy looked up and saw that it was Imam Ali. His face quivered with fear as the boy fell back. Imam Ali began to charge towards the rest of the children, who were yelling and getting ready to throw stones at the Holy Prophet. Imam Ali was able to take the stones from all the children and tackle them to the ground. As soon as they were all on the floor, sobbing and moaning, he asked them, "Anybody else want to throw rocks?" Each child stood up, crying, shook their heads quickly, and ran back to their homes in fear. They were so scared that they couldn't even look at Imam Ali. The Prophet had continued walking. So Imam Ali dusted off his clothes and quickly ran to catch up with his beloved Prophet. As he reached the Prophet, he grabbed his hand and kissed it, and then they continued walking. From that day forward, Imam Ali tried his best never to leave the Prophet's side. Every day, the kids of Mecca would see Imam Ali walking along with the Prophet. Yet, each and every day, they would just look angrily towards the Prophet and Imam Ali, because they no longer dared to throw stones or even shout ugly names at the Prophet of Islam.